Welcome to Unnewsworthy, a brand new podcast bringing you the silliest stories from around the world to give you a bit of respite from the doom and gloom of today's news cycle. I'm James Keegan.
And I'm Ben Exell.
Coming up in today's show,
a controversial name reappears in French politics.
A paternity case involving twins that has scientists baffled.
And the oldest living crypto scammer.
All this and more on today's episode of Unnewsworthy. Alright, should we have a little catch up then?
Absolutely, mate.
So we both watched the Arsenal game, didn't we? Don't worry, this isn't a football podcast, by the way. We won't bore you, but we're both Arsenal fans. Just bottled it against Bournemouth.
Classic.
Oh, every year it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, and every year I come in with some stupid overconfidence that Arsenal are going to win every game they get into, mate. Same thing today. Southampton, I wasn't even worried, bro. I mean, yeah, but this performance was not the performance of someone that's going to win the league. But with that being said, I still think we're going to.
I'm not sure anymore. I mean, we're out of pretty much everything now. And Champions League, I'm not sure about either. But yeah, we won't bore you too much. But if you're not up on the football, it's 21, 22 years we were about. Well, I keep saying it as if we've bottled it completely. But we have the opportunity to win it for the first time in like over 20 years. And yeah, it's just been loss after loss recently. I mean, we beat... was it Sporting in the Champions League? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's been a bit ropey, unfortunately. And it's been a theme for a few years now, so a bit crushing.
Mate, trust the process, trust Arteta, trust the boys.
Do you think he'll be sacked?
If we win nothing?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. He's too good, isn't he?
Well, is he?
Mate, well,
he is, but...
Okay, last thing I'll say is think about when he came in. We had Mustafi and Socrates at the back. And now we got Gabriel and Saliba, so... But anyway, James, mate, it's been a bit of a stinker of a day for me so far. Yeah, so... Gone into Sainsbury's, mate. No, I've had to have a triple shot espresso after the Arsenal loss, mate. They've increased the price of the meal deal again. It's an absolute national outrage, mate.
You joking? What's it at now?
It's $3.95, man. I'm paying £4 for a Sainsbury's meal deal. What? Game's gone, bro.
Wait, that rise seems so petty. I thought it was like $3.90. Is it now $3.95?
Yeah, they've added 5p on, mate. But that used to be a plastic bag. Do you know what I mean?
How much is a plastic bag now?
40p, mate.
40.
It's absolute outrage.
Oh my god.
Honestly, what's happening, man?
Speaking of what's happening. Have you seen McDonald's new advert for the wrap of the day?
For the wrap of the day? What, when they're in all white?
Yes.
Yeah, mate. What on earth is that about?
I'm glad you've seen it. I've put the link here for you to watch it. But Creative Salon magazine said the campaign adopts the visual language and behaviours of the fashion world. Wraps are reframed as a style-safe option for Gen Z, celebrating the insight that clean fits must be protected at all costs.
Oh, it's a joke, man. Obviously, you know that I do marketing, James, yeah?
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's like, it's a fucking rap. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, what's it got to do with it?
Yeah. I mean, do you know what I think it was? I think it's because the wraps are kind of messy, and they were trying to say that, they have no stains on like the full white, plus all that Gen Z bollocks.
But then I got a wrap of the day yesterday and I was thinking about this ad, and you know that classic wrap of the day experience where there's a bit of fucking like lettuce hanging out the top of the box or something? I just thought they're not really sticking to the campaign at the minute.
Yeah, they got to get the employees on it as well, mate.
Yeah, they haven't fallen for the marketing.
No, I thought you were going to say that you spilt the whole fucking thing on your shirt.
I should have on purpose, just for this.
Yeah. Just for this. Sue them, mate. Get some money. But another reason I had an absolute stinker this week, James, yeah? Mm-hmm. Have a guess, mate. I'll give you one guess. Who spent £400 on 2 wireless tickets?
Oh, what, this recently?
Yeah. So here's a little timeline for you, mate. Midday, me, And Alex, actually, one of our mutual friends, we're all locked in for these wireless tickets. We're there on the pre-sale. Yeah? Get this. 200 quid a ticket. I'm like, fuck, that is a lot of money, but it's worth it to see Kanye because, you know, even if his music isn't great, which it is, you know you're going to see a performance. At least he's going to have a go at someone in the crowd or some bullshit, yeah? So I'm like kind of upset that I've spent this money on a ticket, but I'm thinking, you know, once in a lifetime opportunity, hasn't performed in the UK in 11 years. And then Keir Starmer went, nah, you're all right, mate, actually. And there went the ticket.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard, this is the big wireless news. So Kanye, was he doing all 3 nights?
All 3 nights, mate. He was the only act announced.
For wireless, 200 quid a ticket. Loads of people. Actually, Nick has a ticket for this as well, by the way. Yeah.
No way, I didn't know that.
He does, so you've both been stiffed over. Both
so
co-hosts have separately been stiffed over by this. So what happened is the Home Office banned Kanye from entering the UK, so he can't actually do the performance, and Wireless have just cancelled the whole thing. They haven't replaced the acts, which kind of understandably so, because I think if you've paid that much money to see Kanye, you're not going to be happy with whoever they put in there. But this relates to some of the things he said online over the last couple of years. I think the funniest moment, and equally the most heinous and the worst moment, have you seen the interview with DJ Academics, where he comes out in a KKK...
what?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah, what, Kanye, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have, mate. Oh.
It's absurd. It is. So I can understand sort of where they're coming from, but I think if you've got a ticket, you probably don't.
Nah, I mean, you know, as a Jewish man myself, I wanted to see some graduation. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on now.
He probably would have done all of his new shit, though, all of that stuff.
Well, you know, yeah, that's what my mates were saying too, but I had a look at the set list for his previous performances in New York, or was it LA? And it was 25% new bollocks, AI, whatever, 75% classics, mate. Last one was Runaway. So I'm a bit disappointed. But actually, James, speaking of which, Kanye probably would probably quite like my first story I've got for you here.
Oh, here we go.
In the French town of Assy-sur-Aube, that was good, wasn't it? An unusual mayoral race has drawn attention after a candidate named Hittler came out on top in the first round. And, you know, I'm just going to say off the bat, Kanye's performing in Marseille. He probably found out about this and went, fucking get me there right now.
Well, the Marseille mayor actually slagged off Kanye, didn't he? He said,
did he?
Yeah. I think he had a lot to say about Kanye performing there.
Well, this mayor would love it to bits, mate. Yeah, so the current mayor, 75 years old, Charles Hittler, so he's probably been dealing with this for a while, secured 37.81% of the vote. And his opponent, Antoine Zelensky, received 30%.
So we've got Hitler against Zelensky.
I mean,
what more could you ask?
You can't write it. It's a dream matchup, isn't it? It's a dream. Yeah, I mean, the stupid thing is Hitler thinks it's bloody hilarious. He said he's accustomed to the comments about his name and isn't bothered by them in the slightest. He said, in fact, it helps people remember him, which I'm not too sure about, mate. I don't think they think of you when people say Hitler, but there you go.
Is there any relation?
Yeah, mate, a direct son. No.
You almost got me.
Maybe if it was in Argentina, you'd be raising an eyebrow. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the opponent, Reinhold Zelensky, he admitted he was surprised by the level of attention, but understands why people find it amusing. I mean, come on, mate. They don't say the French have a big sense of humour. Yeah, I'm surprised, but I understand why people find it amusing. I mean, come on now.
I mean, this isn't the first Hitler in politics, is it? Well, obviously, there's the obvious one there, but then there's also, is there not an African politician called Hitler?
Yeah,
and I think he won his race. So what's going on with the French Hitler? Has he won, or is he still in the race?
No, so what they do in the French mayoral candidate is, after the first week, it's like the top 5 or 6 go through to the second week, and let me just check if he won after that, because they go into a second vote after that. So the candidates that didn't get votes, the people who voted for them originally now vote for the other options.
Technical stuff, guys. Runoff elections and all sorts on the podcast this week about a man called Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, the Telegraph said Hitler and Zelensky go to war for French mayoralty.
That's class.
No, I haven't seen the. You can't find the final results, but
suspicious.
Much like Kanye, I'm hoping for a Hitler win. He seems like a good bit of banter. Please do not take that out of context.
Yeah, someone clip that.
Don't. Whatever you do, don't.
We all remember the infamous Willy Wonka experience shambles in Glasgow a couple of years ago, don't we?
Absolutely, what a nightmare.
This was when furious parents demanded refunds and even called the police on an unlicensed Charlie and the Chocolate Factory themed event for kids, which was advertised with dreamlike AI posters. In reality, it delivered little more than, quote, 20 chairs, a few tables, a bouncy castle, and a sad-looking Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, the famous sad-looking Oompa Loompa.
She actually did get some popularity off of that on social media, I think.
100% she has a Cameo account, mate. 100%.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you that it's happened again. And this time across the pond. So refunds are being issued after Barbie Dreamfest in Fort Lauderdale, Florida failed to meet expectations. Tickets for the Barbie-themed event ranged from $69 to an eye-watering $449, but the day out left little to be desired. So Brenna Miller, who forked out the full $449 for the VIP experience, told Sky News the Barbie Dream House was a 10-foot cardboard cutout and described the roller skating rink as an animal pen. I've got some pictures for you here.
Horror. What is that? What is that rink, bro? It's just a floor.
That's the one that got me as well, the rink. Like, she's completely right. It is an animal pen. I mean, they've just put, like, those fences that you'd get at a festival in a corner of this exhibition hall, as if it changes anything, but it's just, yeah, as you say, it's just the floor.
Imagine you spent $469 on this, mate. So
depressing. I mean, Brenna Miller did.
Oh, God. She's made a mistake. Honestly, well, that's worse than 400 on a wireless show that doesn't even happen.
I found it quite funny that they've I think purposefully kept out any mention of a child with Brenner. I think she was a lone attendee.
Super Barbie fan, mate.
Well, she was definitely disappointed. And Brenner wasn't the only one to complain. Another attendee said the hall was humongous for the number of displays and that her 7-year-old niece couldn't ride around the bike track because all the bikes were either too small or broken.
Yeah, mate, I've had those problems with forest bikes in the past. I feel her pain.
Oh, tell me about it. I mean, half of them are missing a pedal. Same with the limes, and they're all the same.
Honestly, maybe they should have hired out a forest bike and scooted around the skate park.
It would have been way more fun. At least that's got a battery pack on it.
Yeah, a little bit of speed.
These have got, I'm looking at them now, they've all got stabilizers on them as well.
Honestly, Brenna Miller wouldn't be happy cycling around with stabilizers on.
Exactly. I think that was one of her complaints. The thing was advertised as all ages, an event for all ages, and clearly it wasn't. But I think if you are in your 30s and you've got a ticket for that, you know.
Yeah, don't tell her I preferred Oppenheimer, all right? Keep that on the lowdown.
And a marketing magazine also went along to the event and said that the food provision ended with 2 kiosks, one selling donuts and the other selling fizzy drinks, sweets and toasted nuts.
Only in America, bro.
I mean, it's definitely not as bad as the Wonka one, but it better not be for that price. The Wonka one was still 35 quid a ticket, though.
Yeah, do you know, usually the American remakes are worse, but at least this one was a little bit better than the UK counterpart.
Not quite as bad as the American In-Betweeners, though. If anyone's ever seen that, please check that out if you haven't seen that.
There's a good YouTube video on that. It just rips into it.
So bad.
Give it a watch.
I was going to say that no publicity is bad publicity, but I think in this case it really is. They've had to issue a refund to every single person in attendance.
Oh my god. And they said it was a huge space, so they probably had to hire that out for a decent bit of cash.
Yeah, it looks like a massive exhibition hall with about 10 things in it. It's just such a shambles.
Speaking of a shambles, mate, have you ever heard of a 194-year-old getting crypto scammed?
You're really going to have to explain this one.
No, I don't think I need to. No, I'm joking. Okay, so, on April the 1st of all days, a fake X account posting as the vet of a 194-year-old tortoise in the island of St. Helena announced that the world's oldest living land animal had died peacefully.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Or is it?
Ooh.
The post went massively viral and actually was picked up by the BBC, Daily Mail and USA Today before being debunked. And they get this. The twist, the imposter account was soliciting cryptocurrency donations for the family of the 194-year-old tortoise's owners after the tragic loss. And instead of, he just took all the cash, dropped off the face of the earth, mate. It was so bad that the real vet had to go onto Facebook and clarify that he doesn't have an X account.
Oh my god! Honestly, you've explained it, and I'm still gonna need more. So the animal had an X account, which they were asking for people to then donate in crypto. Is that right?
Not the animal. So it was the animal's vet, and it was a fake account by somebody else.
Okay. So someone's acting as the vet, and why is the vet asking for money?
He said it was for the family of the owners of the 194-year-old tortoise.
Right, okay. I've just completely missed that whole story.
Don't worry, mate. It's a little bit confusing. There's a lot going on,
So
mate.
this vet is just... No one knows who this vet is. Or this
the real
supposed
vet had to go on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So who's the person who's pulled this off? Has anyone got any suspicions?
Well, they haven't found who it was, but they know that the country where the X account was activated in was Brazil. So tell me how someone in Brazil has gone, I've got a good idea fucking today, boys.
They're also never getting that money back.
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
Crypto as well, like that shit's unregulated, bro.
If you see some Lambos in the favelas, you know what's happening.
Yeah. Oh my god. And poor Jonathan is driving a Fiat 500 or some shit, mate. Jonathan, the 194-year-old tortoise, that is. But there is some good news coming out of this, James.
Go on.
The governor of St. Helena, who is the owner of this tortoise, which I realise now, why does he need money? Anyway, there you go.
That's all sounding very corrupt. So all of a sudden the tortoise is owned by the governor.
Yeah, well, apparently the governor goes outside and finds Jonathan the tortoise asleep on it under a tree in the paddock. And the good news is, James, that the tortoise is blind and has no sense of smell, so at least he wouldn't be able to see the crypto scam that happened.
So they're just keeping this thing alive just to embezzle money out of it.
Yeah. Imagine it's a whole web, and it wasn't actually someone from Brazil, but St. Helena themselves have enlisted this crypto scam on behalf of Jonathan.
You've got to put yourself in the mind of the people donating to this. I mean, what do they expect? Like, how do they expect this money to be used?
Mate, I swear people would just donate to any old shit. Like, honestly. What's it called? The GoFundMe pages. Just there goes $1,000. Yeah. To be fair, it's kind of heartwarming. Imagine if I went on Twitter and I saw that a 194-year-old tortoise had died. I'd put $1,000 into crypto and send it his way, mate.
Would you not get suspicious though if you're seeing that donations have to be in crypto with no explanation? Just that's what the tortoise prefers.
Well, yeah. I would have been suspicious and I wouldn't have sent money, but that's because I'm not thick, James.
And how much did they get in total, this scammer?
I don't know how much they made of this crypto scam, James, but I know that on the 5p coins in St. Helena, Jonathan the tortoise is there. So maybe they were just... Yeah, mate.
He's on the coins.
He is, mate. He is. He's on the coins. He's the most famous celebrity to be on St. Helena since since Napoleon was exiled there from 1815 until his death in 1821.
Bit of knowledge for you guys.
There you go, mate.
Speaking of charity, my next story I've headlined, "Can I Have That Back?" When volunteers at a New Zealand charity shop were opening their store a couple of weeks ago, they were surprised to see someone had left a camping dry sack outside the door. And they were even more surprised when two teenagers turned up in a panic to retrieve the bag, which was stuffed full of 43.5 grams of cannabis. And
How many?
43.2 grams of cannabis and 3,700 New Zealand dollars, equivalent to 2.2 in US. A volunteer at the store said that the bag had a pungent aroma even before it was opened.
Oh my God.
And police were called after the jittery teens returned to the store, who then found more cash, an air pistol, and a police scanner in the teenager's car.
Jesus Christ. Who ratted on them though? Come on. I mean, 45.5 grams in their bag, mate. You know, I'm bricking it when I have one zoot. Well, from that story, James, to what can only describe as the poshest story known to mankind. So, it's obviously the Grand National this Saturday, mate. You gonna put on any money?
I actually had no idea. Not much of a gambling man myself.
Neither am I, mate, but I got roped into putting a tenner into a pot at work, and I got some shocking horses for the Grand National race, the big one.
Any good names or...
Mate, you know what? No. Not even the names, mate. I'm telling you, it's been a shocking week for me, and money's flying out the account at a rapid rate, mate.
And some more at the races.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, James. I mean, I spent 200 quid on a wireless ticket. I mean, these teenage boys could have brought about 3-4 horses with the money they had, but a horse brought for £100 is running in the Grand National this Saturday.
Really?
They could win 500k. Yeah, mate. If they come first, they win 500k. So that's a return on investment, mate. So Twig, an 11-year-old horse, was brought by a woman named Georgia Morgan approximately 5 years ago for 100 quid, because her son Bo needed a cheap horse to go point to pointing on. Now, if you ask me what any of those words were, I have no idea.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
What is point to pointing, and who's calling their kid Bo in 2026? You know what I mean? Anyway, you know, Twig didn't start off too well. He was dead last in his first 2 professional races. But then he won 7 point-to-points in a row with Bo as jockey.
What the hell is a point-to-point?
I think it's just a straight race, maybe. No
Right,
jumps.
okay,
Don't have
okay.
a clue, mate.
Just a really wanky term.
I know, yeah, well, this whole thing's a bit wanky, innit? Anyway, mate, he finished 10th in last year's Grand National. And luckily for Twig, he didn't break a leg. But apparently his jockey's mum did. And she has to watch at home this year, unfortunately. And if anyone wants to put any money on him, 66 to 1 bet. It's got to be worth a tenner. Proper underdog story.
And we're back home in London for my final story this week. The Court of Appeal is currently hearing an unusual paternity case where scientists have been so far unable to identify the father of a child of a woman who allegedly had sex with 2 identical twins 4 days apart.
No way. To be fair, you know, she's got a type.
When the baby was born, one of the twins was named as the father on the birth certificate, but the other twin objected. According to reports, scientists testified that the DNA samples of the identical twins are indistinguishable, and the judge said that the twin listed as the father on the birth certificate will have no parental responsibility until the case is resolved.
Oh my God, mate. Honestly, I bet they're high-fiving each other behind the scenes.
This is so messy. This just has Jeremy Kyle written all over it.
Oh my god, if Jeremy Kyle was still going on now, mate, he'd be licking his lips over this story.
I mean, Jeremy Kyle is still going, by the way. Have you seen what he's been up to recently? He's now a reform spokesperson.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shocker. Absolute shocker.
I've seen he's like the presenter at their events and conferences.
Of course he is, mate.
It is the most unusual route that he's taken. I mean, who would have thought?
So what you're telling me, James, is that there's a chance that we could do a Jeremy Kyle style show at a reform rally. Get the twins on, get Jeremy on, and we'll find out the truth there, mate.
Yeah, we're relaunching Jeremy Kyle. It needs one.
Apart from they do need a DNA like conclusive bit of evidence, right? So imagine if they just came out at the end, we're like, yeah, we still don't know, lads. Sorry.
That's the bit that confuses me until the case is resolved. I mean, how long will this go on?
Yeah. What are they testing as well? They're just getting them to spunk in like a test tube every now and again, just working away at it. Like
it's the Spunk World Cup all over again.
Yeah, we should enter the twins for the UK.
Yeah. Which one though?
We'll have them swap out at half time, mate.
High-fiving each other on the way out.
Or, you know, for the next Sperm Olympics, mate, duos.
Oh.
Yeah.
All twins. As
twins, just all identical twins. We'll have Jeremy Kyle there as a spokesperson too.
Grassroots twin sperm racing.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you'd see on page 95 on Pornhub.
And I've been there, James.
Haven't we all? And we've got a breaking news update on the podcast at the minute. The results for the Grand National are in. Let's see where £100 Twig is finished. Oh. He's not in the top 11.
I'm checking top 11 here, James, and Twig not there.
Which
means one of three things. Because one horse was pulled up, one horse was unseated, which means the jockey fell off, and one horse fell completely. And one of those three is Twig, James.
So one of those is Twig. So clearly 100 quid doesn't get you very far.
But I could call my dad really quick and ask him.
Yeah, that could be good for the pod.
He would have been watching.
Should we do it? Should we do the call on the pod?
Yeah. Let me explain to him the situation. But Dad, I'm currently doing a podcast with one of my mates, James.
Are you?
Yeah, and basically it was like we choose like unnewsworthy stories, right? So stories that, and one of them is about the horse that just ran the Grand National, yeah? That was cost 100 quid, called Twig. And
Yeah.
What happened to Twig?
Twig won at Cheltenham.
Really, did it?
Yeah, he won a race at Cheltenham in the Cheltenham Festival.
I'm not seeing him in the top 11 though, Dad.
3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
I
shit.
think he might have fallen.
Fallen, yeah.
You had nowhere. No, I think all three of yours might have fallen.
And unfortunately, that's all we have time for this week.
If you enjoyed this episode of Unnewsworthy, please consider subscribing and leaving us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.